pounds of thrust. F-35C, Major Clark will approach for a tactical pitch. From a speed of 300 miles per hour, the Exotic will select max afterburner, roll the aircraft into a 45-degree turn, and showcase the F-35's ability to rapidly reposition its nose at slow speeds and high angles of attack. He will then climb into the vertical, demonstrating the power of the Lightning II as he accelerates away from the crowd. From the left, the F-35C's tactical pitch. Exotic will bring the Lightning II in for the 4-point roll. Here's the 4-point roll. Major Clark will now quickly reposition his aircraft for a minimum radius turn. During this turn, he will be pressed into the seat with a force of 7.5 times the force of gravity. To put that into perspective, during this maneuver, Exotic's body weight will feel close to 1,500 pounds. During an aerial dogfight, the F-35C can execute extremely tight turns, giving it the ability to rapidly reposition its nose and gain an advantage on the adversary. Lakeland, get ready for the minimum radius turn. Sidewinder, as well as a variety of GPS and laser-guided air-to-surface bombs to maintain. to your left as Exotic brings the F-35C in for the carrier brake. At 500 feet and 500 knots, the carrier brake is how fixed-wing aircraft enter the aircraft carrier landing pattern during daytime operations. After approaching the ship at a high rate of speed and executing a hard turn to deplete excess airspeed, Exotic will lower the landing gear and go through his landing checks. Unlike most aircraft that flare and land as smoothly as possible, the F-35C shipboard landing is much more violent. Shipboard landings require incredible precision to put the hook into the arresting wires on a moving flight deck. These types of landings are why the F-35C requires larger and stronger landing gear than both the A and B model, as well as better pilots. Throughout his career, Major Clark has amassed over 100 shipboard landings. Listen as Exotic calls the ball, telling his landing signaling officer that he sees the optical landing system and is flying his approach with precision.
420 Panther ball, 6.9.
Roger ball. As the sonic boom could shatter nearby windows. The ability to egress at low altitudes and high speeds enables the aircrew to avoid detection and preserve the element of surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lightning II's high-speed pass. United States Navy and Marine Corps, we thank you. As always, may God bless America.
Now we're switching teams and going from the F-35C to the Growler. And as soon